extra fish wrap all about it. So, Life22 this week, we're calling this. This may end up being a doubles Thursday, where we do 2 videos back to back. Life's crazy. Sometimes I don't have time to talk about all the topics at once, but we'll split them up for you, and I don't want to prolong you, so you can watch a 4.5-minute video and then another 4.5-minute video instead of a 10-minute video or whatever. So, an article from an online source was written in response to the video, or the article that was written from by the local newspaper. And so the response was that it's called, the article was titled "Roaring Silence," and didn't paint me in the best light, but I don't expect it to be painted in the best light. I'm not the most handsome man, and the vocabulary I use is not the type of rhetoric you would hear our founding fathers speak. So I'm not, So the article discusses how the local newspaper that did an article about me, that I do appreciate. Thanks again for making my channel more popular, because the best thing that people did was criticize Howard Stern when he started for his outlandish behavior. So, going off of that, this article talks about how the local newspaper is, isn't really criticizing in its editorial section. Now, I read it from time to time to see how bad they screw up. So that's because I'm there for a lot of it, and a lot of it is misreporting and or they kind of miss the meat and potatoes. They talk about the carrots and the peas and the squash, but they don't a lot of the meat and potatoes on some of these articles, it's hit or miss. So I like to read it just to see how bad they screwed up. That, and the average newspaper's written at like a 6th grade reading level, and I mean, I really feel like they're at a 3rd, but Common Core. So getting into the misreporting and whatever, this local newspaper is, this article that was written, I'm really just, I'm on the same page as the author of this article, because we're both on the same page that the local newspaper is not awesome. It's subpar at best, and it's nice to see a fellow fan, or anti-fan of this newspaper. So kudos to you for writing this article. It was very well written, hey, I guess we have common ground. That said, I can't believe this local newspaper is not promoting one of the best venues we have. In our area, we have a river that runs through our area, right? And not that a whole lot of people eat carp, but it's the local paper really does promote a fish factory. Because other than reading it to see what mistakes it has in it about local news, I go to a local grocery store, Reed's Food Barn. I go there. Love the place. Awesome. Great. I want to spend my money local. Reed's Food Barn is the place to go. This is not a paid plug. I go to Reed's Food Barn, and when I buy fish, I grab the paper on the way out the door, because a glance at it, and then at the end of the day, whatever fish that my family doesn't eat, I wrap for the next day. And that's what it's really good for. And I feel like there's more fish wrapped in unread newspaper in this town than read newspapers going into a recycling bin. and with that said, I mean, there's the fishing industry in this town is like zero. It's zero. First off, people don't eat carp. I mean, it's it's really the lawyer of all fish. But you know, I mean, shit, we've got transportation on that. I mean, we really could incorporate transportation on that river like we did once upon a time 2 towns over. We used to float logs down the Allegheny River to the Mississippi to transport lumber. We could still do that. I don't know why we don't get, Canadian fishing ships or Great Lake fishing ships coming down, and let's put in a factory that just packages and wraps fish. There's a use for the local paper. So that said, our time is almost up for this video, but it did get my juices flowing for the next one in like 30 seconds. So we'll see you soon.